Hello YouTube, haven't made a video in a while, so I just wanted to show off the things I've picked up lately. First there's two 20 centavos, which are going into the roll right here, which happens to be light one because I sent it off as a bonus gift for my trade with Of the Earth, but it is still getting close to a full roll. So I'll be excited when I manage to fill that all the way up. All the rest of the stuff laid out here are British half crowns, and these are sort of numismatic in that they are a key date, 1925 half crown. Unfortunately, none of them are in very good shape, and I might have overpaid. I think I paid about $6 a piece for these. So definitely more than their silver content. Some are in better shape than others. And if they are in good shape, they're worth probably at least $10 a piece. So some are worth that and some are not. But I bought them all together as a key date set. And I'm not unhappy with my little stack of those. I don't have much when it comes to foreign numismatics. I'd like to get, there's a few on the list of things that I'd like to get at some point. But for now, I'll just work on that, you know, sort of casually as a side thing. The rest of what I've been picking up is my usual sort of thing, which is stacks of foreign silver, circulated coins, rescued out of the junk bin, off to be melted down. Quite a few ounces. A lot of it is just stuff that I've shown quite a bit of in the past, so I won't spend too much time on it. But Australian, Canadian, British, more Canadian. That one's a little too dark and blurry. So, you know, a lot of stuff that I've shown quite a bit off of. There are some interesting pieces in here. Quite a few ounces total. I suppose I should tally that up at some point. Still got all the receipts. But these ones are more common. The Netherlands 2.5 gulden, Philippines, some half crowns, these big 10% silver ones, which I'm not a huge fan of. I haven't bought all those that I could find. And then these two stacks are the more interesting ones. Places like Japan. This one is really darkly toned. I'm going to try to get a decent focus on it though, because I think it's a neat looking coin. I'm hoping the design shows through. It's two birds, one on either side of the numbers. You can kind of make this one out. The coin's actually in pretty good shape, it's just very darkly toned. Possibly hit with a chemical of some kind. Germany. Oops. Looking for one. Oh, there it is. Venezuela. I don't have a whole lot of coins from Venezuela, which is kind of a shame. I don't come across them very much, because Venezuela and I think it's Peru tend to have really interesting coin designs. This one, of course, is a very tiny coin, so it doesn't have the most intricate of designs, but it's still kind of cool. So I'd like to pick up more from those two countries. Of course, I get what I can find for cheap. And when silver dipped down to about 14.7, a lot of people were saying that then was the time to buy, buy right then. And, you know, you could buy just a plain bar for a pretty decent price. You know, spot was at about 14.7, and if you bought a bar with a 60 or 70 or 80 cent an ounce premium, you know, you could get a pretty good deal there. I was not waiting and saving to buy a 100-ounce bar at that point. I'd just been buying this stuff, and I bought a lot of this stuff for pretty close to $15 an ounce, which, you know, if you bought a 100-ounce bar with a 70 cent an ounce premium, then you paid $15.40 per ounce. Whereas because I've been buying for spot, I've essentially been buying at that price for a very long time. And when spot dropped down to, you know, right at 15, which I think it's like 15.10 right now, I was getting it for less than that. So by sort of aggressively seeking out deals, I've been doing that all along. These Bermuda half crowns are pretty cool looking. And this one is actually a $1 coin. From the sovereign nation of the Shawnee, which I didn't know they did that. It is a proof, but I guess it makes sense as they are, you know, their own nation, so they can print their own currency. So I might kind of keep a lookout for some more of those. I like these big hefty coins. This one's fun, 10 kroner. These two, I believe, actually have the same amount of silver in them. The Balboa, I think, is a quarter-size Balboa. It's about the right size for that, and it's not a half, because a half is a Medio Balboa. And this is 90% silver, so it makes sense that it's roughly quarter size. And this is a 50-cent piece from the Bahamas. And I will have some more interesting videos on the way. Got a number of interesting orders coming in. The last thing I want to show, I haven't shown many of my winnings. I have been pretty regularly winning the little contests at the local coin shop. This one was a little special because it is a proof set from 1968, which means if it has a Kennedy, that it's a silver Kennedy. And in fact it does. So a nice little silver Kennedy in that proof set. And that's about all I have to show off right now. A lot of ounces, mostly stuff you've all seen before, a few unique and interesting coins, and I do have some nice stuff on the way that will make a pretty good couple videos. I hope everyone's doing well. I want to thank everybody who has followed the links in previous videos to the Mr. Rebates. I think it's for every $500 you spend, I get $1, and I've made a couple bucks, so that's nice. I'll have that link down below again if you want to follow it again. It's a way to get cash back on eBay purchases, since Ebates no longer does that. Anything that qualifies for eBay bucks qualifies for Mr. Rebates as well. And I think that's all I have to say. Have a good night, everybody.